You are here for a specific reason. Feel the certainty that keeps drawing you back to look for answers. It was not a coincidence or a computer formula that put this message in your way. Something inside you has been searching for days, weeks, or maybe even months for a sign or an answer that can finally quiet the worry in your heart. You have felt alone in this internal battle with a strength you cannot share with everyone because you fear they might judge you or tell you that you are making things too important. But what if I told you that this constant feeling is not a lonely weight, but the clear vibration of your own spirit, recognizing its truth? Today, the higher power wants to give you a soft but clear confirmation of something you have often sensed. Because of fear, old hurts, or just being careful not to hope too much, you chose to quiet that inner voice. Yet, the creative energy knows that you need to hear this so you can take the next step on your journey. What you are about to hear will help you understand why your soul reacts so strongly to this person. You will learn why you feel a deep peace, even when there is silence or distance between you, and why your gut feeling, that inner guide that never lies, refuses to go away. Even when your logical mind tries to talk you out of it, listen closely. What follows will show you why this love that moves your heart so deeply has a meaning and a size much greater than you can imagine. This is not a random meeting or a short coincidence. What you are going through is recognition on a soul level, a deep connection that goes beyond the physical and the mental. It touches the strings of your future. It is the echo of something your spirit remembers, something your mind cannot name yet. You have tried to stop it, to distract your mind, or to close the door. Yet something, a force you cannot explain with logic, keeps bringing you back to the same spot. The deep feeling that this person did not enter your life by accident is the center of this message. The universe wants you to know you are not crazy, you are not confused, and you're not making things up. What you feel comes from a deep place, from those spaces that the source uses to talk to you when you stop listening only with your ears and start to listen with your heart. It is not something you created out of desire, but the truth of who you are. But how can a person tell the difference between love and simple desire? That is the big question that bothers many. Am I truly connected or just stuck in an obsession or emotional need? The mind, affected by old wounds and the fear of feeling pain again, will always call your feeling irrational or dangerous. But a soul connection has clear signs that do not come from a feeling of lacking something, but from the purest energy. The first sign is peace in silence. When you are truly connected to your soul's purpose through another person, you feel an unusual calm even when you are apart. It is not a peace born of being physically close, but a deep inner quiet that comes from your soul recognizing the other. Your deepest self knows that this energy is safe and that no matter what happens on the outside, the connection itself is never in danger. This peace is the voice of your intuition whispering to you that what is meant to be will stay. Do you feel that with everyone? Of course not. You know very well that this does not happen with all people. You feel that this time everything is different. The second sign is the sudden waking up of your true self. This special person has woken up something inside you. They have brought out skills, emotions, or parts of yourself you didn't know you had. These are things that have been asleep for a long time. These feelings only appear when your soul recognizes something familiar. It is as if this out. No matter how big the distance, how deep the silence, or how much you or the other person try to move on, there are connections that the ego tries to force, and they fail. And there are connections that simply cannot break. This person holds a special place in your story. It is not because of your choice or your desire, but because of a force bigger than you, a plan moving beneath the surface. The higher power has long decided that this connection serves a higher goal, a growth of love that must show itself. What this person has meant in your life was no random meeting. Even if your mind tries to trick you and tell you it was only a chapter, a dream, or a small part of the story, deep down you know that you cannot close this book. The reason is simple. It is not over. It is not a finished cycle, but a paused one. The confusion, the pain, or the quiet time apart are not signs of an ending, but of getting ready. Both had to grow up, heal old hurts, and change inside to hold the steady, conscious connection that destiny has planned for you. The universe does not join half souls, it joins whole intentions. You have changed, and so has the other person. What looks like a distance that cannot be crossed is, for the universal energy, just a space for growth. The higher power does not look at the present moment, but at the end of the story, and at that end point, this person already has their spot. It is a spot you cannot see yet, because your path has not fully opened up. The universe has already seen everything, and it speaks to you today so that you do not make the mistake of thinking this feeling is just desire or fantasy. This connection is not a mistake, not a punishment, and not a dream meant to break. It was made to teach you to love without fear, to grow your awareness, and to understand that true love does not go away. It changes. It cleans itself in distance and returns clearer and more aware than ever before. The universe would not leave you in this constant confusion if it had not put the truth of this connection in your heart. So do not doubt, because doubt is the biggest enemy of clarity. It is what makes you hurt your own progress, to question, and to pull away from the truth you have carried for a long time. And to understand how destiny prepares the reunion, we must see what this time really means. We must see how, in this phase, the base is being built that will make the connection last. We have realized what you feel is real. Your gut does not lie. This connection is marked by fate. But for the human mind, it is hard to understand that something so true can bring so much pain and distance. Here lies the deeper logic of destiny. It does not work according to a human calendar, but according to the speed of growth and awareness. Silence, distance, or blocks are not punishments, but a starting point for the soul's contract. Imagine two soulmates meeting before they are ready. The meeting would be messy, painful, and harmful. The energy would be too strong, and instead of healing, they would hurt each other. Higher consciousness does not let such an important connection die in chaos. That is why the pause is an act of protective love. This time that you see as being left behind or as confusion is actually a necessary pulling back of awareness. It is the phase in which both of you are on separate paths. This is not to forget each other, but to make yourselves better individually. It is an agreement of souls made on a higher level. We stay apart until each of us has healed enough to handle the greatness of this connection without breaking under it. The pause exists so that both of you can let go of old ties and emotional needs that stop the pure showing of love. For you, the listener, this pause is a required chance to build a solid relationship with yourself. If you needed this person to feel whole, love would turn into a trap when they return. Destiny teaches you to find wholeness inside yourself. The universe tells you, I don't need you tied up. I need you free and strong. That is why distance is a type of training. It forces you to see and heal your biggest inner enemy, the fear of being alone, the fear of being left, or the fear of not being enough. As long as you do not heal this wound of feeling empty, you will keep attracting relationships that show that same lack. This time apart serves to break that loop. The pause has made you face your shadows and the hurt or sleeping parts of your soul. It has forced you to face them without any distractions. Life has told you that you cannot fill your empty spots with another person. You must fill them first with yourself. Only then, when this person returns, can they add to you, not complete you. Growing up does not mean waiting quietly. It means turning the waiting time into internal work. As time goes by, the universe asks you not to stay in doubt or fear, but to use this phase to lift your energy, heal old habits, and clean the mirror of your wounds. The person who returns will not come back to the version of you that was unsure or needy, but to the version that has refreshed itself and found its value. Destiny does not want you to stand still, but to become the strong, aware person who can handle the depth of this connection without breaking under fear. This is a time of cleaning. The love that comes from fate must go through the fire of healing, and this pause is that fire. It burns away everything that is fake, like false attachments or fear. In the end, only the pure heart of the connection stays. When that heart returns, there will be no more room for doubt or running away. The universe gives you during this pause the most powerful tool of all, your own strength. It teaches you to trust the journey, to give in to the perfect timing, and to let go of trying to control the end. When you see this pause as a soul agreement, it frees you from the fear of having to force things. You simply need to become the best version of yourself. The secret is not to wait for the other person to change or come back, but not to waste this chance to change yourself. Every day in this pause is a gift. It is a chance to sharpen your energy, to love yourself more, and to become a magnet for true, steady love. That is the job destiny has given you during this quiet time. But what does this inner growth really mean? And how can you use this time to your best advantage? The secret lies in your own process. What are you doing while you wait? You have the power to turn this pause into the base of a steady future. This pulling back of awareness is not a punishment, but a gold gift. How you use this time decides the quality and strength of your future connection. Destiny does not want you to wait around for a miracle. It calls on you to use your own power and create a base that cannot be shaken. The first great lesson is divine detachment. You must understand that letting go does not mean forgetting someone. It means freeing the other person from the job of being the source of your happiness. When you make your wholeness depend on someone else, you give away your power. Every relationship then becomes clouded by fear and need. Divine detachment is an act of trust. It means handing the connection over to the universe and saying, if this is meant for me, it will return through awareness. This letting go creates an energy of freedom that pulls things toward you. When you stop chasing, you become the energy that attracts. The second job is the healing of patterns of lack. The universe helps you see and break old cycles of fear and loneliness. True love is not a bandage for your hurts, but a growth of your wholeness. If this connection has made you look for approval or doubt yourself, then the universe has separated you so you can see those wounds clearly. Now you must love yourself as much as the source loves you. You must become your own source of value and safety. Every choice that helps your inner peace lifts your vibration and brings you closer to what you truly deserve. You must build your inner temple, a place of calm that no outside mess can enter. Peace is not just the absence of problems, but the presence of awareness. When you build this temple inside yourself, your energy stays steady. You stop moving in fear or panic. The law of bringing things into your life is simple. You only attract what matches your energy. When you feel full and happy, you will attract more of that. When you feel empty, you will attract more lack. Your job is to become so whole that the presence of this person is a beautiful gift, but not a necessity. Reclaiming your power also means acting as if you already know the truth. If the universe tells you that this person is your destiny, why would you act out of worry? Do not beg for messages. Do not chase after meetings. Do not constantly check their social media. Every action born of worry is a denial of the truth the universe is showing you. Instead, stay calm, balanced, and strong. Act with the certainty that everything is moving in your favor. The silence in your soul is now the most powerful tool you have. You are the creator of your world, and your most powerful tool is how you feel. The true power of this phase is letting go of the fear of losing something. Fear is the biggest thing that stops your goals. The fear of losing someone leads to holding on too tight, and holding on too tight pushes them away. You must reach a point where your belief in your own value is so strong that the thought of losing this person forever does not crush you. Only when you are free from that fear can you love from a place of freedom. Love that comes from freedom is pure and true. This process of growing up is not optional. It is the base for making the connection last. The person who returns to your life will not be the same, and neither should you be. You are meant to become a lighthouse that no longer needs an outside light to shine. Building this inner base is now your biggest job, and the universe has given you the time and space for it. As you build your inner temple and heal old hurts, you must know this work does not happen alone. Even if you do not see it, the same universal energy that moves you is also working on the other person. It is time to understand what forces are moving on the other side and why their silence is not forgetting you, but the start of a wake-up call. This pulling back of awareness is not a one-sided thing. The creative energy is also working inside the other person. Their experience, as quiet as it looks to you, is often much more intense than yours. The distance you see is not because it is easy for them. It is the hard time for their ego. The silence you get from this person is not because they don't care, but because of an inner struggle. They have grown tired of pretending they are over you. They are tired of telling themselves that the connection was only a mistake. Their ego, the part that fears being open or giving in, has built walls where destiny wanted to build a bridge. Now the universe uses silence and distance to break those walls down stone by stone. In this phase, the other person faces a fight they cannot avoid. The universe has taken away the things they used to distract themselves. Loneliness has become a mirror that forces them to look at their fear of getting close, their pride, and their old hurts. The ego is the biggest enemy of soul connections. It whispers that being open is a weakness and that true love is a trap. But creative energy accepts no lies. That is why the universe keeps showing them that hiding their feelings heals nothing. It only makes the wound deeper. The loneliness they are in is not peace, but a dry place where no distraction works anymore. They try to fill the space with people or work, but the empty feeling stays. This emptiness is the part inside them that only fits with your connection. The universe sends them memories and signs to remind them. They try to explain everything with logic, but their dreams and feelings whisper your name. What they feel is not just a physical pull. It is a silent recognition showing them that what they share with you is unique. Destiny sends them these hints to remind them of the goodness they lost when they chose fear. Their ego fights their soul. Their soul knows the connection is real, but their ego fights the humble act of coming back. The universe is now working to melt this resistance, making their fear softer and breaking the beliefs that stop them from accepting this great connection. This process is slow and painful, but necessary so that the return is not just a sudden act, but a conscious one. Both of you stand at a turning point. This person is getting close to the moment when the pain of living without you becomes bigger than the pain of their pride. When that moment comes, their action will not be a trick or a small apology. It will be a deep act of being humble. It will be the admission that they could never control the power of this connection. The surrender will not be to you, but to the plan of destiny. In this moment of deep connection, I ask you to do something very simple. Tell me what sign you have seen most often about this person. Maybe it is a dream that keeps happening, a random meeting you cannot ignore, or a song that mirrors your story. Write it down. Trust the process and share your sign. Remember, this person is now being prepared to return with the clarity that this connection needs. Destiny allows no halfway paths. When they return, it will be with a sure mind about what they want and what you mean to them. Do not focus on the time that is still passing, but on the quality of the change. The universe is sending both of you exactly the tests and lessons needed to make the reunion final. But how can you know that all these feelings, dreams, and signs are not just your own mind playing tricks? The universe speaks to you and sends signs you cannot miss. Yet you must learn to tell the difference between a real sign and a dream. The human mind is powerful but can be tricked, especially when it is hurt. After all you have been through, it is fair to ask how you can be sure these certainties are not just your ego holding on to something that ended long ago. The answer is in the language of destiny. A dream and a real sign feel very different. A dream carries the energy of fear and the need to control. It wants to force or beg. When your mind is just projecting, you are the only one doing the work. You search for signs or try to force meetings. This leaves you feeling more tired and confused. A real sign, or synchronicity, is the language of higher consciousness. It feels as if the universe is acting for you without you doing anything. The signs show up on their own, clear and impossible to ignore. They are coincidences that mean something and match your truth. Think of the signs you have had. The universe has its own way of speaking about this person. First, there are the unexpected echoes. Suddenly, for no reason, you think of them, and then you hear their name or see a reminder. These are not random. They are waves through which the universe tells you that work is being done. Then comes the calm of your intention. When you focus on your own growth and let go of control, the universe gives you moments of deep quiet. This calm is the sign that you are moving with your destiny. Peace is the proof of guidance. When you feel peace, it is not a dream, it is confirmation. The third sign is clear outside proof. Maybe a stranger tells you something that only you and this person could know. These signs are beyond your control. It is destiny telling you that you don't have to do anything but trust. Even this message you are hearing now is a sign. You are not here by accident. The universe has picked this way to bring you clarity. Your job now is to tell the difference. If a sign brings you worry or fear, it is your ego. If a sign brings you peace and strength, then it is a sign from destiny. Trust the process. Trust the peace you feel. Forces are moving and truth is rising to the top in both of you. All this leads to a single moment, the turning point, the dark night of the ego and your own path toward being strong. Prepare the ground for what destiny has decided. This showing of truth will come as an unexpected twist. This twist will not be a quiet sign or a hint. It will be clear and direct. It will be a message or an action that the other person can no longer hold back. It will be the moment they give in to the connection. Do not expect a random meeting or a weak apology. Destiny does not allow a reunion on a surface level. What comes is an act of clarity. This person will come forward with the words they have held inside for a long time. Their action will be a confession that they could never quiet your energy and that their running away only caused more pain. This will happen at the perfect time and not before. That time is the moment when both of you are grown up enough to keep a steady connection. If it happened today, you would probably fall back into old ways. That is why the pause was needed. Your final job, Now that movement is coming, is to get yourself ready to receive. You must be in a state of being open. This does not mean waiting by the phone. It means being in a high energy where this person finds the best version of you. If they come back and find you in fear or doubt, the old cycles might repeat. But if they find you in your calm and strength, there will be no more doubt. To be ready, first let go of all expectations. The universe knows how the moment should go. Do not try to write the script. Second, let go of any bad feelings. The ego likes to hold on to hurts, but that blocks the energy. Forgive them for leaving. It was part of the plan for both of you to grow. Third, stay centered. Do not let the excitement pull you away from the peace you built. Destiny tells you the end of this quiet time is near, but the true reward is not just the return of this person, it is the change you have gone through. Your growth is the guarantee that what returns will stay. Get ready to receive what is yours. We have walked this path together from the start. The final truth is this: your gut feeling was never wrong. This person is meant for you. What you feel is not a whim or a short meeting. It is tied to your life's purpose, and you have felt it from the start. Now you are learning to trust this without fear or dreams. The peace that guides you is proof you are on the right path. This person also feels this guide. Maybe they are still afraid or healing, but their process does not slow down the plan. Love from a higher place is not lost in confusion. It grows stronger. It is cleaned by distance. This change is already happening. The pieces are moving. When this wake-up is complete and destiny has finished its work, then comes the union your heart has wanted. It will be the joining of two whole people who have decided to share their light. It will be a steady, mature, and pure union. Stay in your light. Stay in your peace and trust the process. The reward is yours.